What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and my hardcore Dryad. It is the moment of truth, y'all. We are at day 10, and we get us a generic tower shard. Now, this is guaranteed to be destruction, defense rate, deadly strikes, or fortification. We do not want fortification. Anything else would be absolutely glorious, though. Let's take a look and see what we got. Looks like I never cleared out my inventory fully from the last one. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. And here we go. Destruction. We will take it. That is a fat find. And we can throw that right onto the slime pit. Now, destructions, of course, you know, the more the merrier. I don't have enough gold to fully upgrade this yet. However, I can take it up as far as I can get it. Can't go any further. That's all right. We'll get the gold here. When's our next gold reward? Actually, it looks like we're a ways out from another gold reward here. Get the 500,000 there. We get 500,000 on day 25. So I'm going to have to just earn the gold the good old-fashioned way, it looks like here. With some gameplay. Now, of course, I will get a bunch of gold for various achievements and unlocks as we progress through. Next up, though, we are headed off for some free gems, and we are going to get those by completing the Maldonis the Terrible area on the Temple of Necrotic here. Let's hop on in and get it done. All right, and here we go. So we've got options now. We've got a destruction on our slimes, which is going to help a ton. Of course, our bees, or hornet's nest, are what is in best shape. But let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I'm always a little worried on this map when I don't have a reflect beam. So we're going to try to get these guys going right at spawn. The thing I want to be cautious about is I want to make sure, you know what, we've got the slime. Let's throw a slime front and center. I want to make sure that my tree is not in line with the sub-objective. Because if we get any javelin throwers out, they are going to throw at the tree. But of course, their projectiles pierce. So I don't want it to go through the tree and hit the sub-objective. So we do have to be cautious of that. And that is why I moved it up a little ways. I actually would have kind of loved to have gotten a deadly strikes there. But, you know, you can't go wrong with a destruction, as we're going to need at least one more of those, without a doubt. Now, Maldonis is going to drop right here, so I think what we'll do is we'll actually just drop trees right there. These lanes are going to be kind of easy to clear, and one problem with using slimes in this area is the slimes will get caught up in the middle area. So I kind of want to avoid using slimes over here, I think. And we'll just go with like 3 bees per lane, because these bees, of course, are going to hit both lanes. So that's quite a bit of action there. Now we do have the flyer lane right here as well. What do we want to do for that? Well, we can kind of hide a tree like right over here and then just drop. Maybe we'll just drop like 2 bees right there. And then here I got mixed emotions. If you give up the sub-objective, you could do a crazy good turtle build in this area and just stack it full of bees in here. But I don't want to give up the sub-objective, I don't think. So why don't we try... we'll hide a tree kind of behind over there. And then what about over here? We can't really hide a tree over here. I'm just going to basically stuff it all up front. Let's just go ahead and throw it right there. Let's see. Let's get... Actually, you know what? Let's go to... Let's really get this area just getting slapping with the slimes. We'll go 2 and 2 there. We got a pretty generous amount of DD maps, so we're able to do quite a few defenses. And then, of course, this is actually a triple lane, but this being a triple lane, you know, everything is going to hit everything. So should be in great shape there. Let's just drop one more right here since we have so much left to work with. And then over here, we're basically going to do the same thing. Now, I want to try to set this lane up where it's going to be automated. I don't want to run over here if I don't have to. Put the tree back to about there. And then this one, you know, I want to automate it, but this is a tough lane too, you know. It's a double lane. So let's throw a couple of slimes in there. Maybe 3 hornets' nest. I'd like to get the Nimbus going here soon, but the Nimbus might end up being a little situational at this point. All right, I got 110 left. I feel like I put it over here, though. Where do I want to put the 110? Well, we can go... Let's get another slime there. I mean, this should completely automate this area. We'll split these slimes, so let's go one there and one there. And then that leaves me enough for one more bee, and we can pretty much drop it anywhere. Throw it up top. All right, so there we go. Let's see what happens. Now, I got nothing really for the flyers over here except these bees. So I do want to get upgrades on these bees. This lane here, this short lane, you can get pushed really hard there on that lane. There's no doubt. Like the skellies are just rolling right on out too. Now the marks on this one you can pretty much avoid if you stay out of them, but at the same note, they're really easy to keep cleared as well, if you choose to. And I almost feel like some slimes would have been so nice here. The slimes are quite the powerhouse, but the big deal with it is it's an AoE burst. So when you get a bunch of enemies that are tight, you know, super packed in like this, the slimes are just payday. You know what? I think I'm going to move a slime over there. I do know that, you know, you do lose quite a bit of your slime action down into that center area. I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of 2 of these. I think we're probably in good enough shape there. Let's rethink this area a little bit. Like I said, I want to get that slime power in for that big AoE splash. I don't want to lose all of my slimes over into that. Then we want this stuff automated. Let's try to get a few upgrades around over here as well. I don't want to spend everything here because I want to upgrade that short lane. All right, I got 300 left for the short lane over here. I really I almost wish I would have put in more bees over here for the flyers. But let's go ahead and star up. Get the juice flowing here. Throw down a few backups. The enemies do spawn a little ways back in the spawn. So you've got yourself a little bit of a window before the enemies get out. We can get quite a few stars down there. Go ahead and get an upgrade there. I can pick up 5 more. I'll drop another upgrade here as well. I should keep on. If you do decide to cleanse the marks, you really want to stay on top of it. As they will they'll get a little bit overwhelming. Riblox is down working on our tree right now. Right, he got slapped. He actually didn't get much damage off on that. Yeah, see, the dark marks can just stack up quick. They can cover the map. Now, they're pretty easy to avoid, but it also gives you something to do if you got your lanes mostly automated. All right, let's continue to go into this lane. And then I want to start thinking about the boss, too. Actually, it looks like I didn't lose any slimes down into the center area. So that's a plus. Get that one cleansed. I think we're doing pretty good. Just hit these slimes with, well, we can't get upgrades on all of them. But we can hit those, which we hadn't upgraded yet. And then we can hit a few of these bees as well. There we go. All right, let's drop a few more stars here and make it happen. I want to hang out on this side of the map. Plus, the boss is going to spawn over here, so... go ahead and fire it up and drop a few stars while the enemies are coming out. One more defense rate shard, and I'm going to be in pretty good shape. Now, I do have to have enough currency, of course, to get them, enough gold to get them all upgraded. Trick, I think, is just going to get wrecked. Let's just focus on cleansing marks here. The flyers on this map can be pretty intense. I remember back in the day when this Halloween event ran and this map first came out. Oh, we got us a Drakenlord. So we want to wait for the slime to get him. As soon as the slime gets a shot on him, then we can run in and do our business. All right, slime's got him oiled. Oh, yeah. Fire on that sword is such a massive difference. Quibbly is out over here, but looks like getting wrecked. Doesn't look like it did too terribly much. You know, not an insane amount of tree damage. And we got a few more marks to clear as well. 3 of them now. They do, like I said, they do stack up quick. They will cover the map if you ignore them. But on the same note, they are very ignorable. Just don't stand in them. Don't stand in them and you're good. One more over here. What was that? My first 10 out of 10. And of course it's a Go Boo Boom. WTF. Why on earth would it be anything else, though? Now, Go Boo Boom is actually super, super strong early game. Makes me wonder if I want to use that. Let's do it. It's actually, like I said, it's crazy, crazy strong. all of the boom servos, the earlier you are in the game, the more powerful they are. And, you know, I mean, at this super early state in the game, they're just going to be crazy good. It's hitting for what? The explosions go off for 111,000. And my B is only hitting for 1,500, just to give you an idea. So, I mean, if you got Goboos to boom, it's going to be big. Just no doubt. All right, let's get started back up. And then we'll throw what? A couple more upgrades over here, I guess. We'll get that all jacked. And let's just let it fly. Ooh, 90% full. We're getting spammed with gray items, I believe, on this map. So before we do the next wave, I'll have to clear out some of those grays. Ooh, we did get a legendary, though. Oh, man, that's hot. That there is a hot item. That is for sure. Like I need to refresh the Holy Aura. All right, we got a Cyclone Shaper. The Cyclone Shaper could actually end up being a problem. Just get him dead. They're squishy enough there you can kill them pretty quick. But they could definitely be a problem on that lane with the sub-objective back behind the trees there. Got a Plaguing Hawk rolling out, but he's getting handled. Not going to worry about him. A few more mobs. A few of these, a few incursions, a few adventure maps will spam your inventory with these gray items, which is really nice if you're farming for a specific skin and looking for a high roll. I currently am not. So I am going to save that for a moment. Don't need that storm servo. There is... I want to save the food, pet food too. All right, so let's just scrap it all. It scrapped all of my shard dust. That seems quite odd. Maybe I usually keep my shard dust on another bag. I didn't actually realize you could sell that. I think that might be new. I don't think you could sell shard dust before. Alright, all we've got left is the boss wave now. Lots of gray junk all over the ground. You know what? Let's dump all this into upgrades where the boss is going to spawn. And we'll drop... Those stars are going to expire here pretty soon, I think. Alright, let's do it. Trick is down. Let's just go get right on Maldonis. Maldonis is wrecked. Little orc explosion. The Gobu boom is just busted when you're early game like this. All right, let's cleanse a few of these marks just to give us something to do while the enemies burn off. Ooh, Cannon Ogre could cause some problems. Looks like he's dead. Got a Stone Wolf as well. Stone Wolf down. Another legendary medallion. We'll take that. There's another legendary item over there. So I'm starting to see the legendaries flow. 2 of them even. We got a medallion and a sword. Or explosion and goblin ship. And we're at 70% already just from the 1 wave worth of loot. Now, obviously, only 1 bag, but you see the gray items just popping everywhere. But I do want to make sure I'm looting anything. 50,000 gold, and more importantly, 150 gems. We're at 300 gems now. See what's in the box. Earth Servo. Nothing spectacular there. No shards. Boo. We're definitely going to want to keep all of the rerolls and stuff. That sword is quite nice, but I really don't want to give up that fire chip rate quite yet. And then, I mean, we probably got some upgrades here. I think I'll keep these for a moment and get rid of that one. And then just scrap everything else. I'm not really going to see a tremendously huge upgrade until I get to Chaos 1. Everything else, or everything that I find here, you know, if it's got a good mod on it, it'll be an upgrade. But that's really about it. But anyway, that will get us for this one. That is Temple of the Necrotic Adventure Hard Mode. And it clears this zone. So we got our free gems. When it comes to the Dragonfall Adventure Quest overall, we're 5 of 12 now. You can see we're going to get another Destruction Shard when we get them completed, and 1,500 Defender medals. So that's going to be quite huge. But anyway, that is going to get us for today. Thanks an absolute ton. And I will see you next time around. Take it easy.